We are live for NL 2, Phillies versus Cardinals. Cardinals looking to keep their season alive. Phillies looking to move on and win the Phillies. Mikolas versus Nola. So the Phillies starting lineup today. From 1 to 9 is the batting leadoff, Kyle Schwarber in left field. Batting second, Reese Hoskins at first. JT on the catching batting third. Bryce Harper with Disney at hitter batting cleanup. Nick Castellanos in right field batting fifth. Alex Bowman at third, batting sixth. Brandon Marsh in center field, batting seventh. Gene Segura at second, batting eighth. And Bryson Stott in short batting ninth. Bryson Stott. Hold on.
He is 34 years old.
So Miles Mikolas on the mound. In the regular season, he had 32 starts, a 3.29 ERA, and 202 in the third innings. 19% strikeout rate, and only a 5% walk rate. 9 ERA and 202 in the third innings. Sorry, testing audio here.
Let's dine on a great baseball game.
Digs in. So Kyle Schwarber leads off the game for the Phillies.
He's ready.
Mikolas ready. Schwarber ready. First pitch of the ball game is popped up. It is foul. And the count's 0-1 to Schwarber.
46 homers and 94 runs batted in. Phillies 87 and 75. They're in the playoffs as a wild card. They won the first game yesterday, so they're one game.
The 0-1.
This best of 3.
That's high. He checked his swing. 1-1. Didn't go. 93 mile per hour fastball.
Vic Carapazza is behind the plate.
Vic Carapazza began the plate.
Pitcher-friendly umpire. You love those kind of umpires, Alex.
I do not.
Schwarber takes a slider, I believe, inside. 2-1.
Phillies have to feel good about things the way yesterday's game went. Cardinals, well, we talked to their manager, and Warmel said, you know what? We've got veterans in there. We are fine. We're ready to go.
Schwarber pops this up. Molino looks back, but it's into the seats, 2-2.
But a loss like that has the potential to stick a little bit.
It does, but he is right. They have a veteran bunch. They have 3 guys that could go to the Hall of Fame. And I thought the way they ended the 9th inning set the tempo.
2-2 to Schwarber. Shift on to the right. Schwarber strikes out, swinging on the curveball. 1 out for a strikeout of the game for Mikolas. Turn off loop.
That's a slow breaking ball there. 78 miles an hour, right over the top. Making Schwarber open up there on that curveball.
So Mikolas gets Schwarber down on 5 pitches. Now bring up Rhys Hoskins. Regular season at 246, he had 30 home runs. And that's a fastball in there for a strike at 95. Just caught the inside corner. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on slider. 0-2.
2.38 ERA at home. 4.10 on the road. 5-7 with a 2.51 ERA in 14 games following a Cardinal.
0-2 to Hoskins. That's high, just high. May have been a strike, but too close. It's not a bad call. Yeah, just slipped the zone. Hoskins rips this one to third. Gold Glover Arenado. Easy play. Goldschmidt, 2 outs.
That's 9 Gold Gloves over third and 5.
Arenado, the 9-time Gold Glover.
Robinson called him.
It's pretty routine for him.
Third baseman of all time. Wow, you're right. And he makes plays look so easy. The soft hands, the great footwork, and the bazooka.
9 straight Gold Glove awards for Arenado. That's the second longest streak in MLB history. Ichiro had 10 straight Gold Gloves. That's the record. Now I'll bring up the catcher, JT Realmuto.
He started that 9th inning rally with a little dunking single to left.
First pitch to him is a strike. Wasn't a strike. It was low and outside, but called by Vic Carapazzo in 1. 276 average, 22 home runs, 84 RBIs in the regular season for Realmuto. Game 1 he was 1 for 4. That's a little too low. Slider in the dirt, 1-1. 12th pitch for Mikolas. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Four-seam fastball, 94.
Unconventional things happened in October. It was Wainwright who struck out in 06 when he won the title. Struck out Carlos Beltran. And then again, I believe he came 5 for the World Series. So this time of season,
1-2. Inside, Realmuto gets jammed, pops it up to shallow center, Nootbaar. Makes the catch, 1-2-3 first inning for Mikolas. Busch Stadium loves it. No score after a half. Cardinals coming up in the bottom of the first. I'll be right back. I'm going to see how the audio is.
For a limited time at Domino's, get 20% off everything at menu price when you order online. Pizza.
So Lars Nootbaar leads off for the Cardinals, and here is the full Cardinals lineup. It is Nootbaar leading off. Albert Pujols, designated hitter, batting second. Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman, third. Noah Arenado, third baseman, batting cleanup. Brendan Donovan, rookie, second baseman, batting fifth. Juan Yepez, another rookie, right field, batting sixth. Corey Dickerson, left field, batting seventh. Yadier Molina, last season, batting eighth. And Tommy Edman, shortstop, batting ninth. Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies.
Takes the ball every time and has put up very good
3.25 ERA this regular season. He had 32 starts and 11-13 record. And he threw 205 innings, 29% strikeout rate, well above the MLB average, and a 4% walk rate, well below the Major League average.
4%.
Half of it.
He's going to throw strikes.
Doesn't walk people, he throws strikes.
The corners, and you'll see right away if he's on.
He paints.
He's throwing strikes inside.
There's Nola.
Michael's best pitch is
So leading off is Nootbaar. First pitch
tonight. His fastball come in.
is outside, 1-0.
Plate up and down, four-seamer and a two-seamer.
First pitch outside to Lars Nootbaar.
Nootbaar batted .228 this regular season. He was 1 for 3 with a single in Game 1. And he takes a disgusting curveball in there for a strike.
Nootbaar has become
1-1.
a cult favorite here in St. Louis. Had a rough first half. Second half, he really came on, grabbed the right field job. Hit .323 after the All-Star break.
1-1. Line drive, base hit center field. It's in front of Marsh. And Nootbaar is going to go to second with a leadoff double. And the Newt chants start coming down from Busch Stadium. That's a good way for this game to get started for the Cardinals. Really had no offense last night, except for Juan Yepez. Marsh had a chance. If he dove, he could have caught it, but in the first inning, it was too risky. If he dove, that would have, yeah.
No hesitation. And love the emotion right here. Let's go, boys.
And here he is.
Here's Albert. Game 1, Albert was 0 for 4. Regular season at .270.
Being showered with love from this crowd here in St. Louis.
First pitch to Albert is fouled back.
He was 0 for 4 yesterday. Hit the ball very hard in the first inning that everyone thought had a chance to go out. And if not that, at least go for a double when it was caught in center field.
Michael, everyone we spoke to today said they thought Pujols was a double, Arenado's was a home run. 0 for 2 on those two for the win.
0-1 to Albert. Is low. 1-1.
I'll tell you what, this place is ready to rock and roll today.
Nootbaar leads off second.
1-1 pitch. Pujols grounds this one foul down the third base line. And a curveball.
Pujols has 2 World Series rings, 2006 and 2011. Here in St. Louis, then he went away for 10 years. Signed a free agent contract with the Angels. He's not the same player with the Angels as he was in his first 10 years with the Cardinals.
Everybody recording here at Busch. 1-2 pitch to Albert.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Noah with his first strikeout. That's the first out at the bottom of the first. They'll bring up Goldschmidt. Got him with the changeup.
A lethal pitch right on right. Well done by Nola.
Paul Goldschmidt, MVP candidate
And here is Paul
for
Goldschmidt.
the National League. Takes a curveball in there for a strike.
And has not looked like the first 5 months of the season. Alan, you have more on the first baseman.
Yeah, it's no secret either, Michael, that the Cardinals are really going to need a big lift from his bat. He had a rough game one. The Cardinals believe he's been a little bit off with his mechanics, getting his front foot down a little bit early, getting under balls. And to add to that, he's won from his last 15 against Aaron Nola.
Goldschmidt fouls it back.
And out of play. And that's
0-2.
2019. Alex, if you can explain, he looks a little late on pitches, but he's also swinging a little up. So those two things exacerbate each other.
The first thing is, if you're late, Michael, you have no choice but to go uphill. You're just catching up, and it's just a really tough feeling. When he's right, he's on time. There's a little bit of a delay, and then he delivers the blow. Right now, the blow is being delivered to him.
0-2 pitch. Low with the curveball 1 and 2.
Very simple, Michael. I mean, there's one guy you need to circle in this lineup is their MVP candidate. It's Goldschmidt. And if he doesn't hit, the Cardinals are not going to go. If he hits, they have a chance to go deep into October.
Nola in his first postseason game after 203 regular season starts.
That's outside. 2 and 2.
Wheeler had never pitched in a postseason game. He was money yesterday. Segura had never played in a postseason game, got the big hit. So they are thriving under the lights.
Phillies making their postseason debut with 200-plus career starts. There were 3 of them. John Denny, Roy Halladay in the 2010 NLDS, and he pitched a no-hitter. And Aaron Nola tonight in Game 2 of the NL Wild Card against the Cardinals.
The 2-2.
Goldschmidt strikes out, looking 2 down. Nola's second strikeout. And now bring up Arenado.
Watch his take. Boom. That tells you and Nola that he's looking breaking ball. And boom, fastball right down the middle. Great read, great execution by the pitcher and the catcher.
So just because it was a good take, that's what he was looking for.
Absolutely.
So here is Arenado. Newport still at second. He led off with a double.
Newport second, 2 down the first. 12 pitches for Nola so far. First pitch to Arenado is a strike. Just got the outside corner, 0-1.
I'll tell you, when you see Nolan, you see the first 10 or 12 pitches, you see a very confident pitcher, crisp with his fastball, not going for the edges, middle, 94.
293 average in the regular season for Arenado, 30 home runs, 103 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. High fly ball to right. Chasing Castellanos back to the track. He has room and he'll make the catch. And Nola has a scoreless first. No score after one for either team. Harper, Castellanos, and Bohm coming up for the Phillies in the top half of the second. I'll be back.
Sorry, I lost the scoreboard, but Bryce Harper leads off. Try to get the scoreboard back as soon as I can.
What did he do? He laid off 2 or 3 very good pitches.
Bryce Harper, reigning NL MVP last year. Game 1, he was 0 for 3. This season, he was injured a lot. He's been DHing pretty much the whole year, 286 average. And a curveball is crushed to right field, and that ball is long gone. Bryce Harper with a bomb to right, and the Phillies lead 1-0 in the second. That was crushed, and that was not a bad pitch either. Curveball at the knee, curveball pretty much at the knees. And Harper destroyed it. 1-0 Philadelphia. Wow.
Hunting curveball, looking curveball, and got it. And I grew up watching a guy named Darryl Strawberry. This reminds me of one, a moonshot. And it sounded like going off a cannon.
My word, what a swing.
There's some hero ball.
And Michael, the walk yesterday.
Castellanos takes a strike with the fastball.
Pujols not getting that guy over to third base. It's all the little things that build.
1-1. Castellanos.
And I guarantee you about 3 or 4 hours ago, Michael, Kevin Long,
Castellanos fences one to Arenado.
Bryce Harper,
1 out.
How about approach? What are you looking for? Executed beautifully. Watch this here. Breaking ball, nice and slow, mid-70s. And it was like he was waiting for it, like a softball.
I don't know how far that was exactly, but my word. Yeah, that was a no-doubter. Welcome to the stream, Quinn. That was a wow. Bohm takes a slider outside, 1-0.
In a matter of 10 minutes, the whole momentum changed. Leadoff double. Pujols can't get him over. They can't get him in. And then 5 minutes later, a curveball that goes
Inside 2-0.
1-0 Phillies.
Remember, the Phillies didn't score yesterday until the 9th inning.
Bohm fouls us
They
back.
get on the board here in the second with a long home run by their DH and cleanup hitter.
The Phillies have scored 7 runs in their last 3 innings. They scored 6 in the 9th yesterday, then 1 tonight in the second. 21st pitch, Mikolas, and Bohm fouls it back. 2-2.
Crowd kind of stunned right now. After the 9th inning yesterday, bottom of the first, and now the top of the second, all of that conspiring to pull the plug on some of the electricity.
2-2. In the dirt, blocked by Molina, 3-2.
Best way to take a crowd out of a game on the road, score first. All of a sudden, they start to doubt.
3-2.
Absolutely.
Bohm grounds this one to Donovan. 2 down. And now bring up
And here's Marsh.
Brandon Marsh. Phillies picking up the trade line from the Angels.
After coming over from the Angels, where he struggled.
He struggled with the Angels. In the regular season, Marsh batted .245, 11 home runs. And he swings and misses on a 4-seam fastball. 0-1 at 95.
And it was a great pickup for the Phillies. He's young. He's going to be around a long time. They really found something that they think is going to be here and helping them win the next 10 years.
0-1 pitch. 25th from Mikolas, and that's fouled away.
It is, and the Phillies have an excellent coaching staff. They develop their players well. Kevin Long has a very loud and clear voice in that clubhouse. And for a young hitter to be able to have that plan, it's vital.
Came into the season 38.
The 0-2 to Marsh. And he gets a high fastball, fouls it back, counts the 0-2.
Got some Good sports DNA in his family. His sister Aaron, the track and field star at Duke.
Oh, 2 in the dirt, 1 and 2. With the curve.
I give you $5 over the winner. You grow a beard like that.
So with a win tonight, Phillies will play the Braves in the NLDS. If the Cardinals win, they force deciding game 3. If they lose, they go home. Slider fouled down the right first base line. I'll say a 1 and 2.
Now, Bryce Harper hit a home run 435 feet. It still hasn't landed. The question that
435 feet was that Bryce Harper home run.
And you look at fastball or cutter.
Marsh takes strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Mikolas now on the second. But with Bryce Harper's bomb, it's 1-0 Philadelphia after an inning and a half. Cardinals have to answer back in the bottom of the second against Nola. And they'll have Donovan Yepes Dickerson coming up.
Here's the thing about Tuesday, Fox and FS1 will have coverage of the National
Division series starts Tuesday. Only one series. Actually, no, both series in the American League are set. It's Guardians-Yankees will play, and the Astros and Mariners. Mariners had a huge comeback win against the Blue Jays tonight. Came back from, I think, 8-1 down. Yes, from 7 down. Shocked the Blue Jays. Donovan leads off the second, takes strike 1.
What games today, Alex, huh?
Unbelievable.
And then the Guardians and Rays. Guardians moved on to face the Yankees. They beat the Rays in 15 by a final score of 1-0 because of an Oscar Gonzalez walk-off bomb. That was the definition of a pitcher's duel, that Guardians-Rays game.
Packing the stadium back in Seattle.
0-2 to Donovan.
Amazing atmosphere against a really
17th pitch from Nola, 0-2. Donovan grounds this one to second. Segura, 1 out. So Donovan is retired, and now bring up Juan Yepes, who was responsible for the only Cardinals runs yesterday, with a 2-run pinch hit home run.
So I did some digging. Only Jim Whitley of the 1884 Boston Bean Eaters, they're now the Braves,
Boston Bean
had
Eaters?
at least
What the?
230 or more strikeouts and
Never heard of the
3
Boston
walks.
Bean
He had
Eaters.
270 strikeouts, 27
1890s,
walks. So, Alex,
apparently.
tell me what Jim Whitley threw when you faced him.
I like when you do some digging, Mike.
First pitch to Yepes. Swing, and there's a big swing there. He wanted another home run, 0-1.
To have that kind of strikeout to walk ratio, that's a bonus, man.
That Guardians-Rays game was the first ever postseason game to be scoreless entering the 15th.
Yepes, who hit that pinch hit 2-run home run yesterday.
Padres and Mets tied at 1 in the top of the 4th. Grisham had a home run and Lindor had a home run. Padres have 1 on the top of the 4th against DeGrom with 1 out. 0-2 to Yepes.
First 2 pitches, slow breaking balls, 2 swings and misses.
0-2. Curveball outside and low, 1-2.
Home run.
First rookie in postseason history to hit a pinch hit home run. And that belongs to Juan Yepes yesterday. Albert was hyped. In the end, it wouldn't matter because the Cardinals gave up 6 in the 9th. That's a changeup in the dirt, 2-2.
So Yepes' childhood hero, Pujols, has taken him under his wing and really nurtured him this whole year. Pretty special for Yepes.
2-2.
It's a treat and competitive advantage to have a mentor like Pujols.
Yepes with a high pop-up that's going to go in the seats back.
It was incredible the way you can expedite your learning curve by having a guy with such experience that wants to give back, that wants to help and pay it forward. And that's exactly who Albert Pujols is as well.
The 23rd pitch from Nola. The 2-2 is grounded to third. Alec Boehm throws to Hoskins, 2 down. And I'll bring up Corey Dickerson, a former Philly.
So the leadoff double since then, 5 in a row retired by Nola.
Dickerson, the left fielder, 267 with 6 home runs, 36 RBIs. He had a real hot streak, I think it was in like August. It was a ridiculous hot streak. I just remember that. And a swing and a miss. Fastball 95. 0-1.
I'll tell you, Wheeler and Nola have been as good as advertised. And what I like about Nola, with the fans at home focus on his fastball's middle power. He's not looking for the edges. And that exudes confidence.
Dickerson hits a ball pretty much in the dirt to Segura, and Segura throws him out. 3 ground balls, 3 outs in the second. 1-2-3 for Nola, and it's 1-0 Phillies after 2.
With DirecTV, I can get live TV and on demand. Go.
With Phillies manager.
So Gene Segura leads off the 3rd for the Phillies.
Bryce Harper had been finding himself a little bit since coming back from that.
Interim manager for the Phillies, Rob Thompson. Probably going to stay along after
The second he took over, the Phillies went on a huge hot streak, which is why they're in the playoffs. He's not going to be sticking around. Not going to be an interim anymore. Phillies fired Girardi in about May, or early June, late May, forget. And Thompson took over. Phillies were red hot. First pitch fastball in there for a strike to Segura.
Thank you, Alvin, and Rob as well. Rob's having a great time, finally getting his chance to manage at the age of 59.
Segura fouls it back.
Quickly 0-2 on Segura. So he had played 1,328 games before appearing in a postseason game.
Segura fouls it back again.
And this is what he did.
0-2.
Yeah, breaking ball about 9 inches off the plate. Just peppers the ball.
Segura had I think the go-ahead hit yesterday. It was a soft ground ball that got past Goldschmidt and gave the Phillies a lead. And he fouls this one back again. Actually, it's not back. It's a pop-up. Goldschmidt has a play, and he'll make the catch. 1 down. I thought that was fouled back, but nope. Goldschmidt had to play. And I'll bring up the rookie shortstop for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. He's had a nice rookie season.
Corners with gold. 4 gold gloves for Goldschmidt, 9 for Aaron Nola.
And a little platinum mixed in.
Mm-hmm. Here's Bryson Stott.
Stott takes a pitch outside. It just caught the corner on one with the fastball.
Stott started opening day at third base.
234 average for Stott, 10 home runs, 49 RBIs in the regular season. He was 0 for 2 in game 1. And a nice slider swung on it, missed 0-2, so I was under it.
I'm sorry, Michael. 30 years ago, they had another young shortstop, Kevin Stockton, drawing some comparisons, and it was Larry Bowa who helped Kevin Stockton, and Dickerson helped Stott, who has a great
1 and 2
here in the Phillies.
Just turned 25 on Thursday.
Just turned 25. Did Stott.
1-2.
Stott pulls it foul.
I've got one for you, Alex. You like this. So, Mikolas, his nickname is the Lizard King.
Okay.
You know why?
The Lizard?
Well, he played in the Arizona Fall League in 2011, and he ate a lizard on a bet.
1-2. The Lizard King.
Okay.
That was his 38th pitch.
Total package.
And Stott fouled it away. 1-2.
Thank goodness he need a frog.
Another 1-2.
2-2.
Time's way outside. 2-2.
You would eat on a bet?
Just a waste
I
pitch.
am from Florida, and I'm not really a huge fan of the Everglades,
Right.
but for money, I'll do anything.
Really? Why we get along?
Stott fouls it back.
2-2.
It's pretty good at bat for the young shortstop.
You know, Kevin Stalker used to be able to pick it, right? And Stott, speaking to Rob Thompson, he loves his defensive skills. Maybe a guy that can flip over to second base in the future, but right now, trusting him in this type of games,
2-2.
it's all about defense.
Curveball pulled foul. That curve is in really hit hard for Mikolas. Oh, he's only given up 1 hit against off. Oh no, the Phillies only have 1 hit off it. It was a home run, but they've been fouling that curveball off really hard. They've been hitting it really well, especially low at the knees. Stott line drive in the center field, hanging for Nootbaar, 2 down. Phillies hit another ball really hard, but it wasn't the curveball, it was the fastball. And Stott just hit a little bit too hard. Stayed up in the air for a little too long, and Nootbaar made the catch, 2 down.
That's even better than a hit sometimes. Maybe not better, but 9 pitch at bat, look at this. People are going to say, way to go, that boy. Build on that.
Now back to the top of the order.
And now back to Kyle Schwarber.
First, and he'd open the game.
And he takes a strike.
There's a strike from Mikolas. 9 out of 10.
Schwarber, the National League leader in home runs in the regular season, had 46.
And he lines this one right to Arenado. Went the opposite way. Arenado was right there. Only man on that side of the infield to shift on, and now in the inning. 1-0 Phillies after 2.5. It'll be Molina, Edman, Nootbaar coming up for the Cardinals in the bottom of the third. I'll be back. So Yadier Molina in his last season, maybe even his last game if the Cardinals can't come back here, leads off.
Thanks, Michael. All the Bryce Harper's one run really seemed to stun this crowd earlier. How important is it for you guys to build some momentum, get something going offensively?
Yeah, part of the game is punching back. They punched early. Good swing. Sound break ball there. It's been a long ways. These guys are resilient. They'll punch back here in a minute.
You said before the game, all hands on deck. What are you thinking about Miles Mikolas and how long you're going to go? How long is Leach's with him?
Yeah, Miles doing a nice job. He's got to get in that lineup well. That's hoping by Harper there. But,
First pitch to Molina, 26th of the night for Nola, is outside.
Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, guys. First pitch ball to Molina, 1-0. Molina struck out to end the game yesterday. He was a time run at the plate.
Molina was the final out yesterday. He struck out, and he swings and misses here, 1-1.
40 years old, 19th big league season.
214 average in the regular season for Molina. 5 home runs, only 24 RBIs. He was injured, though, and he was 0 for 4 in game 1. And he lines this one. Nice play by Bohm. 1 out. That was hit hard again.
Smoke by Molina, slow curveball. And Bohm, another fine defensive play. Yesterday made some incredible plays and has come a long ways defensively. A lot of hard work.
Well, 13 errors and minus 17 defensive runs saved, but he's been so much better of late. And Alden, he
Here's Tommy Edman, Cardinal shortstop tonight.
He really has been coming out early for months now.
Edman takes inside 1-0.
Accountability for not being a good defender early on. Had that incident where he had 3 errors in 2 innings. Said it's my fault. I got it, and really looking like he's turned the corner.
What's he been doing, Alden?
Nice curveball in there for a strike, 1-1.
The really esteemed infield coach of the Phillies, Bobby Dickerson.
Texas beat Oklahoma 49-0. Oklahoma's really garbage this year. Wow. Edman grabs a foul. First base side.
He told me before the game, Bobby Dickerson told me that at that point, Alec Bohm hit rock bottom. He was pressing, but he gave him so much credit for all the work he did. He told me, right now, I trust Alec Bohm as much as I do anybody else defensively on this team.
Absolutely. He's made some nice plays yesterday and quickly moved to his backhand to grab that one as well.
1-2.
Count on Edman.
Edman pitched in the dirt, swung on it, got a piece of it, and chopped it foul.
It was in April. He made 3 errors against the Mets in one game. Then he fielded a ground ball cleanly, and he got derisive cheers from the crowd. That's Citizens Bank. And coming off the field at the end of the inning, after that happened, you could read his lips. He was telling D.D. Gregorius, "I hate this place." And after the game, he handled himself so well, admitted that he said it, and said, the fans just want the best. I shouldn't have said that. The next day, he let off
2-2.
got a huge ovation from the crowd. And that's kind of turned his season around. Philly fans kind of put their arms out and gave him a big collective hug. And you know what? It's paid off.
If Philadelphia, much like New York, they're a stand-up city, very smart crowd.
The
They love
2-2.
baseball, but they like accountability.
Edmund takes a changeup outside,
For a
3-2.
25-year-old with that maturity, accountability, many reasons why this Phillies organization.
2-1 Mets. Nemo. RBI single.
3-2 on Edmonds.
3-2. Edmund, curveball outside. Cardinals have their first base runner since the first inning. 1-out walk for Tommy Edmund. And I'll bring up Nootbaar.
Now, those are not blues you hear. They say Newland, Lars Nootbaar comes up to the plate. Now, you just saw something that you don't see very often.
A walk.
An Aaron Nola walk.
Now, here's what I would be doing. If I'm the first base coach over there, I would go first move and try to steal second base and get something going. After a walk, he's thinking, let me get strike one. Good time to go right now.
And he's
Pick off them back to first.
Fires to Hoskins. On the season,
Edmund has stolen 32 bases. He is 32 for 35 in stolen base attempts. 91% success rate.
Pitchers are taught, get strike one.
First pitch to Nootbaar, and he takes that side. 1-0.
1-0.
Nootbaar singled his first time up.
Harper's home run, 1-0. Phillies now bottom of the third.
The 0-1 pitch, 37th of the night for Nola, and that's a curveball in a perfect spot for a strike going too.
And Michael, look how slow he is and how deliberate. This is about 1.5 to the plate. Anything above 1.3, you're good to go. And with a guy like Edmund, with his speed, he should make it easily, even though Realmuto throws really well. You're running off the pitcher, not the catcher.
The 0-2. And another pickoff attempt. Edmund gets back safely.
Has been controlling the running game. A lot of the Philly pitchers are slow to the plate, but Realmuto is so quick pop time, good throw to second, but 1.56, that's slow.
Yeah, and you can be a below average runner and still make it if you get a good jump.
Another pickoff attempt.
They know these numbers.
Strike 2 with the curveball. 1-2.
But he's doing a nice job of holding, mixing up his pitches, his timing.
Three infielders on the right side.
Shift onto the right from Nootbaar. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second out of the third, and the third strikeout for Nola. And I'll bring up Albert Pujols. Albert getting a standing ovation like he always does here at Busch. Struck out his first time up. In game 1, he was 0 for 4.
Picks a pitch here where he looks for a slow breaking ball and tries to hammer it, just like Bryce Harper.
Edman looked like he was going up the middle. Segura will throw to first with the slow Pujols there, and now in the inning. That was a terrible camera angle. So that's the end of the third. 1-0 Philadelphia. After 3, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Phillies. Cardinals have no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And Bryce Harper, the guy who's responsible for the only runs of the game, leads off the top of the fourth for the Phillies. And I'll be back. Rhys Hoskins leads off, actually. Bryce Harper drew up next. First pitch in there for a strike.
With a ground ball to third in the first.
My mother brought us here.
That one's sky to right. Edman out. Dickerson in. 1 out.
I'm going to check into the studio with Zubin Mehente about that Mets Padres game. Zubin.
Michael, 2 words. Brandon Nimmo. He's got 3 hits, 3 for 3.
Nimmo's 3 for 3. Wow.
Field base knock is the difference. It's 2-1 Mets with their season on the line. It's on ESPN. Michael, Alex, back to you.
Thank you, Zubin. Keep a close eye on that one. The other 2 games were brilliant. A lot of excitement with the Guardians and the Mariners moving
JT
on.
Realmuto is 0 for 1 with a flyout first time up, and he swings and misses 0-1 on the fastball.
Realmuto did something this year that only one other catcher in the history of baseball has done. 2020. At least 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases. He had 22 homers and 21.
Curveball for a strike going, too.
Only Pudge Rodriguez with the Texas Rangers in 1999 did it.
22 home runs and 21 stolen bases this season. Second catcher ever with the 2020 season. The only other, Ivan Rodriguez, with 35 home runs and 25 stolen bases back in 99. And that's a slider low, 1 and 2.
Viewing videos, going over every pitch, every batter, and that's the kind of leader that pitchers love to throw to, and that's why he's revered in that
1-2.
house.
Outside, 2 and 2.
Alvin, you have more?
Yeah, Michael, I can tell you that stealing 20 bases was actually a goal of JT Realmuto's heading into the year. He told Paco Figueroa, the first base coach who handles the base.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 3 and 2.
And JT Realmuto said that Paco Figueroa laughed at him. But he did work really hard with JT, and here he is, 21 stolen bases.
Pretty amazing for a catcher with all the abuse that they're
52nd pitch from Mikolas. And a 3-2 to Realmuto. is chopped foul.
He's in the second year of a 5-year, $115.5 million contract, so still has plenty of tread left on the tire.
Sequence has been a bunch of different pitches, forcing fastball, a curveball, a slider, a forcing fastball, a slider, and a two-seam. So 4 different pitches. And 6 pitches. And Ramuto on the curveball takes ball 4 in the dirt, and the Phillies have a 1-out base run in the 4th for Bryce Harper. And the last time up in the 2nd, he hit a bomb on the first pitch he saw on a curveball.
And that's a bomb, and it was a curveball. And you wonder here, how Michael was at
435 feet in the middle row of the second row in right field. That would have been the second deck if it was in another part more down the line.
You know what that home run reminded me of?
What's that?
The St. Louis Arch. It had that same parabolic effect.
1 on, 1 out. Harper takes high, 1-0.
That's a fastball there. So the question is, the chess game here is, if I'm Bryce Harper, I'm eliminating curveball and making him a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball and slider. That makes it a lot easier to hit. No curveball.
1-0, outside 2-0.
2-0 on Harper.
It's hard to hit in the major leagues, but if you can take away and eliminate the pitcher's best tool, the best arrow in his quiver, it makes it a lot easier. And when you're as talented as Bryce Harper, fastball, slider.
2-0 pitch. Check swing, he went. 2-1. Actually, that was a called strike.
So if I'm Michael, the first pitch I throw at Michael is a curveball.
Believe. Yeah, it was a called strike there.
Eliminate against me. El Duque used to do that. Michaelis would do that. That would be very effective.
2-1 to Harper. And another ball hit hard, but this time it was foul. 2-2.
It seems like he has eliminated that pitch.
Absolutely. That's the game within the game that makes baseball so beautiful.
Seems like other games are checked.
Plates now has 6 walks.
100%.
2-2 pitch to Harper. And another one hit hard but foul. Another
They've got
2-2.
what looks like noodles that you have in a swimming pool. They're all screaming and yelling with Harper up there. There they are.
They're making a lot of noise.
There's some Cardinal fans in there too.
Michael throws to first. Nothing going on.
This is a big pitch, Michael. You don't want to get it to 3-2 because that'll release Realmuto, right? And you want to get him right here. Realmuto was 0-2, 3-2 on a walk.
2-2 and a swing and a miss on the curveball. 2 down, the 4th, 3rd strikeout for Mikolas. And that will bring up Castellanos.
Once Harper had eliminated it, he brought it back in the best curveball of the night so far for Mikolas.
This will be Mikolas' 60th pitch. And it's outside for the first pitch to Castellanos. 1-0.
1-0 on Castellanos, so home run and a strikeout. Complete different ends of the spectrum for Harper.
Castellanos has had a disappointing season in the eyes of Phillies fans. 263 average, 13 home runs. That's inside. He checked the swing. 2-0.
Little drop off from last year for Castellanos. He hit 309, 34 homers and 100 ribbies for the Reds. But injuries kind of truncated this year. 263.
2-0. Castellanos fouls it back. 2-1.
He'll make up for all of that with a good postseason.
No doubt.
2-1. In the dirt, 3-1.
A lot of the right side of the infield is open. You've got Goldschmidt holding the runner. You've got Donovan shaded up the middle. They know Castellanos probably wants to hit one of the left field seats, so he's not thinking ground ball right side.
3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2.
3-2.
It's a foul tip, actually. Right on his feet here at Busch Stadium. 65th pitch from Mikolas, 1 on, 2 outs, 1-0 Phillies, top of the 4th. Nick Castellanos up the bat. 3-2 pitch. And ground ball, the short, Edmund. Inning over. Cross time to Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt, Arenado, Donovan coming up with the Phillies up 1-0. Going to the bottom of the 4th.
CNC has created a
I'll be back.
remarkable
There's the Arch in St. Louis.
You can get your game on at MLBshop.com. Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. Get all your postseason gear and wear what the champs wear at the official source, MLBshop.com. That's pretty nice gear. Get into the Cardinal way.
Hey, Michael, we're watching an unbelievable pitching matchup, and you have guys that can pitch, and they're pounding.
Paul Goldschmidt leads off the bottom of the 4th for St. Louis. Aaron Nola still on the mound.
Leaders in the strike zone or spin. Both these guys can do both.
3, 4, and 5 in the order.
First pitch to Goldie. Middle of the order up this inning. And it's outside 1-0.
Told you Nola is a workhorse. Since 2018,
Goldschmidt struck out his first time up.
The most of any pitcher in the majors.
1-0. There's a strike, 1-1.
Now, baseball's so advanced in the way it thinks and plans now. And Nola, in recent years, has really tired in September. He's been a different pitcher.
The 1-1.
Into the season thinking about that. What they did
Way outside, 2-1.
They gave him extra time off between starts. Whenever they could give him another day, they did. They gave him a real long stretch before the All-Star break. That he was the last pitcher used after the All-Star break. And he had a really good September.
And really smart. And Rob Thompson told us that they went like 5 months.
Goldschmidt. Just high, not deep. Schwarber. Under it will make the catch, 1-down. Got a hanging curveball.
Arenado comes up. And we spoke with Nolan before.
I'll bring up Nolan Arenado.
Both teams He hit a ball yesterday that should have gone out, and then he hit a ball in the first inning that everybody thought was out. You can see the frustration on his face after each one.
I mean, he was frustrated when he saw it caught. He was frustrated when he went in the dugout and talked to all his teammates. And he was still frustrated with catching a ball that came over and said, "Can you believe this? I thought that was gone." And I'll tell you what, Michael, he thought the one to right center could have been a double or a home run. And that's very deflating for him, for the team, and for this home run.
First pitch is low. Want to know?
Well, I asked him today, did the wind knock down the ball yesterday? And he just looked and he wasn't confronting. He said, "This is just a really, really hard ballpark with home runs."
He did, and he said he talked about it as a perfect trajectory. It went off like a 3-iron, and it just died.
1-0. Line drive caught by Bohm. What a play! Wow, 2 down the fourth. Arenado robbed for the 3rd time this series. What a play by Bohm. And he did it against a 9-time Gold Glover. Wow.
And Bohm has been hitting lane like a Gold Glove. Third baseman signs a little.
Alec Bohm looking like a Gold Glover at third base.
Arenado just shakes his head.
Now no one knows how everybody feels with him at third.
First pitch to Donovan is a low. Just caught the strike zone, apparently. 0-1.
Think about that. That's a double with 1 out. Now it's 2 outs, nobody on. What a swing and emotion.
Donovan grounded out his first time up. He takes a curveball outside, 1-1.
And Arenado must be saying, like, what do I have to do? I have home run, 2 doubles, and I have 0 to show for it. And you start talking to yourself, Mike, okay, and this is where your confidence can be hurt. And this is where you have to be press delete and just keep on going. Stay in the moment.
Donovan with a high pop-up. Long run for Bohm. Can Bohm get another nice play? No. It's going to fall between Bohm, Schwarber, and Stott. And it's 1-2 the count. Yeah, this Cardinals lineup is bad. I don't understand their batting order either. Like, I don't know. Newbar, I didn't really watch the Cardinals. I don't know why he's leading off. Pujols batting second that's stupid. And Goldschmidt, I understand why he's batting high up, but he has been in a slump. Yeah, but Pujols batting second is pretty stupid. The 1-2 pitch to Donovan, and that is fouled back.
Michael, there is the challenge in a short series. The pressure starts mounting, and you knew the Phillies have a great 1-2 punch with Wheeler and Nola. You have one hit between Pujols, Goldschmidt, and Arenado, and now you have maybe 1 or 2 at-bats left in the year, and now you start talking to yourself.
Another 1-2.
1-2.
Donovan strikes out, swinging on a nice curveball. And Aaron Nola with his 4th strikeout, and he has shut at the Cardinals to 4. Down go the Cardinals 1-2-3. Great play by Bohm. 1-0 Phillies after 4. Nola seems to pitch better when he brings more intensity to his starts. Yeah. Nola's had a really good September. I know the Phillies did something different with him this year in September than they did the last few years. And he's been really good. Nola's really why the Phillies are in the playoffs. Nola seems like the pressure, yeah. Does seem he responds well to the pressure. That one start against the Astros where I think he had like a no-hitter or a perfect game maybe through 7 or 8 to send the Phillies to the playoffs. He's been great. Him and Wheeler had a nice start yesterday in his first ever postseason start. So do it for the Phillies. It's going to be 6, 7, 8. It's going to be Bohm, Marsh, and Segura coming up in the top half of the 5th. I assume probably against Mikolas.
Bryce Harper has the only hit for the Phillies and the only run of the ballgame with that home run that I don't think has even landed yet. Absolute moonshot that was.
The Mets back
Pete Alonso hit his first ever postseason home run.
Michael, 11 of the
3-2 Mets.
total runs scored in the series have come via the long ball. How about that?
Yeah, that was the definition of a pitcher's duel. 15 innings, no runs till the bottom half of it. Yeah, that's the definition of a pitcher's duel.
Before today's game, all the games yesterday, 68% of the runs.
And they've also been hitting that curveball really well
68%
against Mikolas. They've really been crushing that curveball at the knees. Harper just home run off in. There's been a lot of hard hit balls. Alec Boehm got a great play defensively last inning. Fouls the first pitch away, 0-1.
The harder it is to hit home run. Now you have Bryce Harper, who hit that ball 435 feet.
And he thought he had 2 home runs in 2 days, but it hasn't happened.
0-1 the Boehm. That's in there for a strike going too.
The thought process with
And if there was a game 3 in that Guardians-Rays game, I don't know how the bullpens would do it. They need both their starters to go at least 6. Because those bullpens were going to be gassed if there was a game 3 tomorrow.
Get one mistake from a great pitcher and hit a home run,
Guardians need to win that series because their bullpen would have been
that's how you
cooked
win games.
in game 3. Same with the Rays, but
Yeah, and I bet you
it's curve in the dirt, 2-2.
They had some home run hitters up there trying to hit home runs. Instead, they had 5 or 6, 7 good hitters string along great at bats, disciplined. They passed the baton. And Segura, the ball was 8 inches off the plate. Boom, placed Pepper with it.
70th pitch for Mikolas and the 2-2 to Boehm. And that's a line drive in the center field. Newbar chasing. It's over his head. It bounces over the wall into the seats for a leadoff ground rule double. Alec Boehm is having a great game on both sides of the ball, defensively and with the bat. 1 for 2 now with a leadoff double to start the 5th.
Series, not only offensively, but defensively. He gets his fastball 93 miles an hour and just smokes it.
Braves have better pitching this in general. Braves have better everything, I think, than the Phillies. Offense, pitching, manager, defense. Braves outmatch Philly, I think, in every aspect.
So leadoff double against Mikolas.
And I love the bunt here, Michael.
So Marsh bunts it. This could be a hit. Mikolas picks it up, falls down, and Goldschmidt, Mikolas, he got him. 1 out.
And a great play from Mikolas, and an even better play by Goldschmidt because he threw a dart right at his ankle.
Boehm goes to third.
And the 4-time Gold Glove. What's this?
Mikolas.
And then the dart.
Wow.
And a really nice reaction there. Great defense there by the Cardinals all the way around. 94 Gold Gloves in this rich tradition of the St. Louis Cardinals. Wow.
It's a nice play there.
Forward and firing a dart, as Alex said, and Goldschmidt picked it. So now
I'll bring up Segura. And the training staff have to check on Mikolas. Seems okay. Jordan Montgomery warming up in the Cards bullpen.
Mike Maddox having a talk with Mikolas.
Michael, this is the part of the game that you start circling every out.
One of those, yeah.
And you can make a point that this is the most important part
especially for the Phillies, because the Cardinals' offense cannot do anything this series.
If it doesn't score, it can create momentum for the Cardinals to come back.
Now, we saw yesterday, Rob Thompson and the Phillies played around with a safety squeeze. Segura handles the bat very well.
Segura 0 for 1. Segura 0 for 1 today.
And this looks like a game from 1985, straight up as it gets. No shift, no nothing.
First pitch to Segura is inside, almost hit him. 1-0.
Big spot in this game. 1-0 Phillies looking to scratch another across.
No shift on. That's inside 2-0.
2-0.
And because contact is king in October, I wouldn't be surprised if Mikolas pitches a little bit around this guy, because the last thing you need is hard contact to make it 2-0.
Runner on third, one man out, infield in.
Did I hit him? And it did. So 3 pitches inside to Segura, and the third pitch hits him. And it's first and third, 1 out. So 2 lefties coming up. Montgomery in the bullpen. Stott is the first lefty to come up.
I'm not going to throw him anything. Let's see if he chases. Let him get plunked.
100%.
Mikolas does not have a long leash, especially in a win-or-go-home game. Makes one more mistake, he's probably out.
So now here's Stott. Infield still in. Hard to turn a double play with the infield in, but it can be done. They want to make sure that runner at third doesn't score.
Michael, I do not like the infield in right here.
Yeah, Wheeler and Fried. Say Wheeler's better than Fried. Nola and Morton. Nola's better. The Phillies' top 2 is definitely better than the Braves, but I think the Braves have more depth in their pitching rotation. I'm not really high on Ranger Suarez. I don't really like Ranger Suarez. Kyle Gibson's Kyle Gibson. He's trash. And then they're not going to run a 5-man. So Phillies have a better top two arms in Nola and Wheeler, but Braves have more depth in their rotation. Cardinals manager Marmol's coming out. He's going to take the ball from Mikolas, I assume, and put in Jordan Montgomery. That's it for Mikolas.
Hands the ball to his 36-year-old manager, and Marmol will now call on Montgomery.
Jordan Montgomery coming in to face 2 lefties.
Fans give Mikolas a nice hand. Montgomery enters, and boy, is he entering quite a situation. First and third, 1 out. Phillies lead 1-0. We're in the 5th.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That means more mini vacations, a lot more lattes, more date nights. Now imagine if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase and you get exclusive savings.
Jordan Montgomery looking at the Cardinals out of a jam here. Keep it 1-0. Game's far from over, top of the 5th. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, maybe I give the Phillies rotation an edge. Only because of Nola and Wheeler. Fried is really close to Wheeler. Fried's really good. Morton's had a very down year. Kyle Wright, I don't know if I trust Kyle Wright in the postseason. Last time he pitched in the postseason, it was not good, to say the least. Spencer Strider's a rookie. I don't know what you're going to see from Spencer Strider. So, yeah, I guess the Phillies have the rotation in the my God, I cannot speak. I guess the Phillies have the edge in the rotation.
And Mikolas did a great job tonight. I mean, just one pitch mistake, curveball, fastball in, and just.
Mikolas was really good tonight, except for that. Wasn't really even a bad pitch to Harper. It's a good pitch. Curveball at the knees, but Harper just. So Mikolas goes 4 1/3, gives up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, and he's responsible for runners on first and third. Jordan Montgomery got acquired at the trade deadline from the Yankees. Cardinals traded Harrison Bader away from him. It was a weird trade at first. The Cardinals did not have good outfield. Did not have good outfielders. So, I don't know.
Cardinals traded their brilliant defensive center fielder Harrison Bader to get.
Yeah, they will. Should get him on twice.
And I really like this move by the Cardinals. And if you're the Cardinals,
So the runner at third is Bohm.
all right, we'll get 1 run.
Runner at first is It's Segura.
And win this game 5-2.
This is Montgomery's second career relief appearance, his first since 2019.
Since 2019. He's a starter. That's what he is. It's a different mindset and skill set. So let's see.
Cardinals need Montgomery to get him out of this. Because of their offense, I don't think they can score more than 1 run. Or 2 runs.
So the lefty Montgomery against the lefty swinging Bryson Stott. Halfway at short and second, in at the corners.
First pitch to Stott. That's low, 1-0.
And Michael, if you look at the infielder right now, I would back the shortstop and the second base about 5 feet and play real double play depth. And Aaron Nola at third base, another 5 feet back. You can't start playing with such a panic that you're trying not to let 1 run in and allow 3 runs to come in. You're at home. You got to score 3 or 4 runs. Do not panic.
The 1-0. Way outside, 2-0. Stott lined out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Two on, 1 out. Top of the 5th. 2-0 pitch to Stott. 1-0 Phillies. Off a Bryce Harper home run the second. And he takes high 3-0. I don't think Montgomery wants to walk and get the bases loaded for Schwarber, but because a grand slam, this game is more than over.
More than the Yankees wanted him to use the fastball, and actually said that publicly. Yankees kind of thought it was an unfair assessment of how they wanted him to use his repertoire.
Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Stott, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Schwarber. I don't really think the Cardinals could have a double play with Stott's speed, but now they need a double play with Schwarber up. Cardinals have let Montgomery throw the fastball a lot more than he's thrown the fastball with the Yankees. He's thrown the 4-seam fastball almost 20% more than he did with the Yankees. Throw the 2-seamer more with the Yankees, but the runners from third to first are Stott, Segura. No, Bohm, Segura, Stott.
That's how he understands it. Advantage Montgomery in that case.
So here's Schwarber, bases loaded.
And that's the 4th out at home with Schwarber up in the bases loaded. 5 straight balls for Montgomery, and it's 1-0 to Schwarber. In postseason clinching games, Schwarber's batting .474, 9 for 19 with 3 home runs. Grand slam, most likely send the Phillies to Atlanta. That's outside, and the ump gave him a call there, and Montgomery needed it. 1-1.
Batters hit 357 against him. And in his career, they hit 304.
Now, that was definitely not a strike. I don't know why the ump would even give that to him, because he has not been able to find the zone at all. Shocked that was called strike. The 1-1. That's a strike, 1-2. That was a perfect spot, too, because if Schwarber hits that, it's most likely a ground ball double play. Crowd on its feet, hoping for a strikeout or a double play here with Schwarber up. The 1-2. He checked the swing, and Molina blocked in the dirt, 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. For the 5th, it's 1-0 Phillies.
The 2-2. Schwarber It's a high fly ball to right. This will drive in a run. Newbar makes the catch. Bohm will score. Throw goes to third. Segura makes it. And going to second wisely is stopped. And it's 2-0 Phillies. Good base running there from Stott. That was a mistake there from Newport. He should have thrown through the cutoff man. And that gives Stott an extra base since he threw straight to third.
And you allow the Phillies to get 2 men in scoring position.
Now the Phillies have 2 men in scoring position here. Schwarber did his job. Now bring up Hoskins. Hoskins, a 30 home run hitter this season.
So here's Hoskins. Now second and third with 2 outs.
Second and third, 2 outs. 2-0 Phillies. First pitch to Hoskins is in there for a strike. Game 1, Hoskins was 0 for 5. And he's 0 for 2 tonight. The 0-1. That's high, 1-1.
Still passing on Knowledge. Segura at third, Stocks at second. 1 run in. So a home run by Harper and a sac fly by Schwarber. It is 2-0 Philadelphia.
12th pitch from Montgomery. The 1-1 pitch is foul back. 1-2.
Pujols. You wonder, is he thinking, could this be my last game? Same thing with Yachty, although he's got other things on his mind right now to get Montgomery through this.
The 1-2.
1-2.
Hoskins takes high, 2-2.
2-2. Where's the 4-seam?
95 miles an hour. And if you're Montgomery and you can get the Cards back in the dugout to play little offense.
Montgomery has just thrown Hoskins fastballs. 3 4-seamers and 1 2-seamer. They've all been at 95.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 2-0 Phillies.
2 on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch is foul back on a cutter.
Phillies 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 out. The Cardinals have just 1 hit in 4 innings against Aaron Nola.
Two pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Montgomery limits the damage to 1. And now on the inning. Phillies leave 2. And after 4.5, it's 2-0 Phillies. Thanks for doing this. Drop cable last night. Big Phillies fan by living in Arizona. No problem. That's what I do this for, to help you guys. And I relate to you. I'm a Giants fan. I live in New Jersey, so it's hard to watch these out-of-market games. So, and I don't blame you for dropping cable. That's ridiculously expensive. Be right back. Leading off is Juan Yepes. And it's a ground ball foul.
Doesn't look like he's going to get another one, so he didn't. Just right in on his hands.
Going on, Brand. My word, yeah, the Cards are horrible this series. Their offense has been non-existent. Yepes grounds a foul.
Those are ones for the ages. 15 innings in Cleveland. Walk-off on 1-0 Guardians. They win the series, and they'll play the Yankees in the division series. And the Mariners down 8-1. Win the game 10-9 over Toronto.
Mariners Astros is going to be a fun series in the NLDS. That's going to be I'm excited for that. Mariners Astros. Especially see a home playoff game in Seattle. Seattle's going to be rocking. The Rays and Guardians combined, they have 39 strikeouts and 94 at-bats. Only one run in 15 innings. It's crazy. It's definition of a pitcher's duel.
There's a lot of empty calories.
0-2 pitch. Yepes rips one in the left field. Base hit. Cardinals have their second hit of the ball game. It's the leadoff single for the rookie, Juan Yepes. He's had a nice postseason.
Yeah, and he's put a masterclass, and he showed really a lot of conviction and confidence by pounding the strike zone with forcing fastballs. Right over the top, not looking for the corners. Middle, a lot of takes. And then this sets up the curveballs. Another one. And then because he goes for extra strikes, here comes the chases. Another one.
Here's Corey Dickerson, and he takes the slow changeup, 1-0. Really the first, they've had a chance. They had the chance in the first inning with Newpar's double.
The hits are even at 2 apiece. Phillies lead 2-0, bottom of the fifth.
Dickerson grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Game 1, he came in as a pinch hitter, and he went 0 for 2. The 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1.
Dickerson had an 0 for 26 slide in September. Grounded out to second in the second tonight.
58th pitch from Nola. And the 1-1 to Dickerson with one on in the fifth. Inside, 2-1.
Up and in under the hands, didn't get the call, 2-1.
The 2-1. Nice curve, but a better take from Dickerson, 3-1. It'll be a real show to the three divisional matches between divisional rivals. Yeah, we already are seeing Mariners Astros. Padres Dodgers, that would be fun. Kind of rooting for the Padres because I want to see Padres Dodgers in the playoffs with fans. I know they're playing in 2020, but with fans, San Diego, it's going to be electric. The 3-1. Dickerson fouled it back.
With the fastball.
inches late. I mean, there's no reason why 3-1. Too big of a swing with a fastball you want to put in play. Reggie Jackson used to say, don't leave that one in the net. Put that one in play.
Thank God they made A-Rod.
Right, you see that? That's the driver. Bring out the 7-iron and just clip it.
Yepes leads off first. 3-2 count, nobody out.
3-2 pitch. Curveball grounded to third. Bohm goes to second for one on the first, not in time. So the Phillies get the lead runner at second, but Dickerson replaces that runner. Gets the first, one out.
Well, enjoy the thrill of the postseason with the MLB app. Get Galliana live pitch by pitch.
That'll bring up Yadier and Molina.
Free app with over 150,000 reviews. Download the MLB app today. So 1 on, 1 out, and that brings up Yadier Molina.
Molina's 0 for 1.
In the third.
Chance of Yadi coming down.
Molina hearing his name chanted from the sellout crowd.
First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 on the changeup.
Rio Muto and Nola seem like they're in a rhythm. They are at least a little ahead of the Cardinal batters.
They are, and you're talking about a red-hot pitcher, Nola, and he's got 14 or 15 scoreless innings, and he's a pitcher with a lot of confidence.
The 0-1, the Yachty. Broken back, ground ball to third. Molina's very slow. They'll get the out at second. No, he's safe. So Dickerson's safe at second. They get Molina at first. It's one of the weirdest ground balls you ever see. 2 down.
We've seen it a couple times in the series, Alex. The fact that Pujols and Molina simply can't run. It's really given the Phillies defense time to take a breath.
Yeah, another nice play here by Bohm on the run. A strike.
Dickerson was safe. Good slide. So they don't get the lead runner, but they do get Molina. And that'll bring up Tommy Edman in the 9 hole.
So here's Tommy Edman now with a runner on second and 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0 Phillies.
Edman walked his first time up. One of 3 Cardinal base runners tonight. Takes a curveball outside.
And what a huge, huge hit this would be for the Cardinals.
Cardinals need a big hit.
And get this crowd back in the game.
65th pitch from Nola, 1-0. Foul.
In the first inning, the first batter that Nola faced, Lars Newbar, double in front of Morrison center field. They didn't score. A walk with 1 out in the 3rd inning. A rare walk by Nola. They didn't score. Now a leadoff single here in the 5th. Will they be able to score? Again, be disappointed, and the crowd again have the plug for it.
Shift on the right. Not that big of a shift, but still a shift. That's outside.
2-2
to Edman.
Back to the top of the order, Newbar.
Lars Nootbaar on deck.
Edman was the one who walked in that 3rd inning.
Sorry, Lynn. I can't show the game because of copyright. Especially the game MLB will probably sue me, and yes. Sorry, I can't show the game. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
And that's why, obviously, now with Pujols, Michael, but in the first inning, you get that leadoff double. I love the bunt because then you force them to bring the infield in, and you put the pressure on them and not on you to have a 2-out hit.
Dickerson leads off second.
Dickerson at second. 2 on.
The shortstop.
Bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Phillies, and Edmund steps out.
Pitch count, pretty good shape. For Nola, just 67 pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch to Tommy Edmund.
2-0 Phillies.
Line drive foul down the left field line. Count stay at 2-2.
Jordan Montgomery got out of the top of the 5th line, just that 1 run on the sac fly. He's staying ready, walking back and forth in the dugout to stay loose.
Cardinals looking for a big hit. They really have not had one since that Yepes home run yesterday. 2-2. Reaches out for a curveball and grounds it to Stott. Edmund is quick, but Stott throws him out. Cardinals once again leave a runner stranded. And after 5, it's 2-0 Phillies. Due up for the Phillies.
Sometimes we go too far. I have, and that's why Taco Bell has hired me to make it up.
Be right back.
And that happened in the 2nd inning. Just curveball jumped on it, and he drove it.
Mets lead 3-2, top 7th. DeGrom's day finish. Edwin Diaz in the 7th. They're going to ask for a 9-out save or just Grisham Noah profile. They're probably going to ask for a. Okay. I do want at least one game 5. Mets Padres is definitely the most intriguing series out of these 4.
And if you're Montgomery, hold them right here and get
Cardinals proved my point that they're the most overrated team. I had the Cardinals win the World Series just because of the script with Pujols, Waino, Molina on their last season, but they look very bad. I don't think they're winning. So Realmuto leads off the 6th. The Phillies, Montgomery's still in the game, and it's the ball low, 1-0.
The final 2 outs in the 5th in relief of Miles Mikolas. And Miles now a very interested spectator.
The 1-0. Realmuto 0 for 1 on the night. And the count is 1-1 to him. He walked his last time up. Yeah, Cardinals do not have good pitching. They have a good bullpen. Their rotation, they didn't do anything to address it except for signing, Steven Matz in the offseason, and I don't even think he's playing. Yeah, Cardinals pitching, this is the beginning of the season, was not going to be good. They can't rely on a 40-year-old Waino to bail them out every single night.
There's a lot of things going through your mind, and you can see kind of, tea time in a couple of days.
The 1-2
Do I have a flight
in the
home?
dirt, 2-2.
You have to stop these thoughts to go into your mind. You have to stay in the moment. Think small ball, and big things will happen. But the team should be talking more, not less. And those who talk more, you saw Schwarber sharing information. You want that. That's where the leaders can really keep this thing together for the next 4 innings.
So if it's quiet in the dugout, that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
20th pitch from Montgomery. 2-2 to Realmuto.
2-2.
Way high, 3-2.
Realmuto. JT, fly ball to center, and he also walked. We want to keep him off base because obviously he's a threat to go with his 21 stolen bases.
Quiet in the crowd, quiet in the dugout. Both are not good for the Cardinals.
The 3-2. That one missed really bad. And Realmuto has the leadoff walk. And now bring up Bryce Harper, responsible. He had a home run the second. Monster shot.
I just got struck out with a curveball last at bat. I may say there's no way he's going to throw me a fastball because he has no idea where it's going. I'm going to look for a breaking ball or a little slider and try to do exactly what I did in my first at bat. That's what Bryce Harper is thinking or should be thinking.
So Harper digs in.
Shift on the right.
Strikeout tonight.
The only man on the left side of the infield is Arenado. First pitch to Harper is foul.
Now we'll let the fastball 0-1. The shift is on. 3 infielders on the right side for Harper. Arenado playing as if he's a shortstop in on the grass.
The 0-1. Ground ball. Base hit into center field. Going to third is Realmuto. Throw by Nootbaar. Not in time. Harper to second. He is out. Nice throw by Arenado to get Harper, but Realmuto goes to third, and the Phillies once again have a runner on third with less than 2 outs. That was a bad base running decision by Harper. You should have just stayed at first.
You cannot make the first out at second base. Changes the entire inning.
That's a bad base running mistake by Harper. Very aggressive base running. They almost got him. It's a good throw by Nootbaar.
To get Harper.
And a Cardinal sin by a Philly. Great play here by Arenado. Just a rocket right in the money.
Ooh. He may have been safe. I don't know if they got the tag. Did they? Phillies are going to challenge the play that Harper was at second. I don't know if they got the tag on. The throw was definitely in time, but they may have not got the tag. Call on the field is out, so it has to be conclusive evidence to overturn it.
No reaction from the crowd because it's hard to tell if they would overturn this. They got him on the chest, and the hand might have gotten in. But is it enough to overturn when the call on the field is out?
In the recourse, Michael, on this call may have the season on his balance right now.
Didn't get him on the arm. He's safe.
Right there, like he's in.
I think he's safe. Yeah, he's safe.
I think he's safe.
So the Phillies are gonna have the Phillies should have second and third, nobody out.
Here we go.
Here's the call.
After review, the call second base stands. The runner is out.
Wow. They called him out? That's a bad call. I thought he was safe, but Phillies will still have a runner on third with 1 out.
Huge call.
He was definitely safe.
But with a runner on third, on one
So
man,
Castellanos,
they field in for
his job is to drive in Realmuto from third base with a fly ball or a ground ball up the middle. And he grounds one to third. That's an unproductive out. Arenado throws to first, 2 down. Castellanos does not do his job. And now it's up to Alec Boehm.
You know, you have a decision here to make. And you're the Cards. Bohm, a very good hitter, and you have the lefty on deck. And me personally, I'm walking Bohm. I'm not even messing around with him, and I'm attacking the lefty.
And that's exactly what they're going to do.
So the Cardinals are going to intentionally walk Boehm to bring up a lefty-lefty matchup.
Now does Rob Thompson counter off the bench, or does he stay with
Because
Marsh?
due up is Brandon Marsh, a lefty.
If you're ahead, Michael, and you want defense is more important. If you're behind, absolutely you pinch hit for him.
So now it's first and third, 2 outs. Brandon Marsh coming up.
Away from being second and third, nobody out. Now it's first and third, 2 men out, and Marsh at the plate.
And that's the first break that can go the Cardinals' way. They can get out of this. Maybe some momentum goes back to the Cards.
First pitch to Marsh is a strike.
Michael, something to watch here with 2 strikes. You may have Rob Thompson put the runner in motion, maybe try to steal a run. Especially with 2 strikes, Arenado go way off the bag. And Realmuto runs pretty well.
The 0-1. Fly ball foul. Down the left field line. Yeah, he does have a big beard. There's Marsh.
But right now, not a bad idea to throw to first base.
Once again, Busch Stadium on their feet. Realmuto at third. And it's Boehm at first. 2 on, 2 out.
Realmuto at third.
Montgomery steps
Boehm
off.
is at first, 2 men out. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Phillies.
Michael, Arenado's way off Realmuto at third base. So if you do run and Molina throws, you can almost walk home. That's why I think you're right. He won't throw a second.
The 0-2, Montgomery throws to first. But Boehm gets back. Diaz staying in for the 8th. I don't know why they put him in so early in the 7th. Still have another game to play, and they put him against the bottom of the order. I don't know why they put him in the 7th. And Boehm is picked off, and Goldschmidt throws to first. They got to make sure Boehm doesn't come home. Boehm is coming home. Goldschmidt applies the tag before Boehm reaches home plate, and now in the inning.
Do you think Boehm should have just taken second?
No, I think he did the right thing. It was worth the risk, and that's what you're looking for right
So it'll be the top of the order to do it for the Cardinals. Nootbaar, Pujols, Goldschmidt. 2-0 Phillies after 5.5.
Over the sixth and the top.
So Lars Nootbaar leads off the bottom of the sixth. What's going on, Luke? Cardinals are pathetic. This offense is horrible. Carolina, 77-year-olds all the time.
Between first and second, so that the runner from third could go home, but it was sniffed out beautifully by the Cardinals. They knew what was going on, and they still got the runner at first.
So Nola in the game for his sixth inning of work against Nootbaar, Pujols, and Goldschmidt.
So here's Nootbaar.
Nola pitch count is very low. This will be his 70th pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. 0-1 on the changeup. Nootbaar in game one singled and walked, and tonight he's 1 for 2 with a single.
2-3-1 Phillies, 0-2-0 Cards. You know what I like most?
Curveball outside with
Playoff
1-1.
baseball, good teams sniff that out, and good teams take those chances.
Absolutely.
So the Phillies took a chance, and the Cardinals handled it beautifully.
One. Outside 2-1.
And Michael, what I also like, you're trying things in October that you'll never try for 6 months. And for Nola, something to watch, Michael, about 15-20 minute break for him. Be interested in a cool night. He's not wearing any sleeves. How
The
does he
2-1.
react?
Nootbaar grounds this one to second. Segura, routine, 1 out.
One down, that'll bring up Pujols.
And that'll bring up Albert. Is Nola that good? Is the Cardinals offense that bad? I think it's both. Nola is really good, and the Cardinals offense is horrific.
One out, and here is Pujols. He is 0 for 2.
Pujols is 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 6 on the series.
0 for 4 in game 1.
First pitch to Albert, and he grounds it foul.
Way out in front of that one. 0 for 2. Check that 0-1. Think he's getting a little anxious, Alex?
Well, yeah, I mean, in his mind,
Could be
he's trying to
Pujols'
say,
last
"This
2
is
at-bats
last 2 at-bats.
of his
I
career.
want to do something big."
0-1 pitch to Albert, and it's a hard line drive foul in the seats.
Now 0 for 2. Let's go down to Albert on Albert Pujols.
Yeah, guys, a lot of people were wondering, given his hot second half, if he would come back one more year, but he's not going to do it. He actually told me recently that the reason why he declared in spring training that this would be his final season was
Pujols
because
is
himself.
most years in first and last playoff game. Pujols and Molina,
He told me recently,
18 years
I could
between.
put my mind into next year and prepare
His
myself
first
back
ever
to 2 or 3
in Major League
years if I
Baseball.
want to, but I'm tired. I'm done. This is where Albert Pujols' career
The 0-2, and Albert hits a high pop-up. Hoskins looks at it going to the seats, foul.
2 or 3 more years, was he Tom Brady?
You would have to put me in a hospital if I played 2 or 3 more years in Miami.
Well, that's the souvenir of the bat of Albert Pujols.
But I've known Albert over 20 years, and I got to tell you, I mean, I've never met a player that loves, that respects, that works harder at the game than this guy. I mean, he's like
The 0-2, 77th pitch from Nola.
Process.
And a ground ball, base hit, right field for Pujols. His first hit of the series is a 1-out single in the 6th.
Little breaking ball right here. Pujols waits back on it.
Thanks, BB fan.
Through the infield. Has hit 3 or 4 balls really hard and gets this one to get through.
Mohone is in for the Padres. Ryan Bullpen since the 4th. Still trying 3-2. I know Snell only won like 3 1/3. He gave up like 6 walks, I saw. I'll bring up the NL MVP candidate, Paul Goldschmidt. And he's looking for a big hit. Cardinals need it here.
0 for 3 yesterday with a hit by pitch.
First pitch, swing and a miss. He wanted to hit that ball out of the park, and it's 0-1. And he got a pitch there that was a fastball right down the middle.
They're swinging a little bit too hard. We talked about being late and uphill. That's exactly what he did there. But he's swinging a little bit too hard, like a stick shift. Downshift to third gear. That's a little bit too much.
The 0-1. Outside, 1-1.
The first 5 months of the season, and he struggled in September. That's why some might have an opportunity to grab that MVP, whether it's Colorado or Machado.
And if I'm going in the play right now, here's what I'm thinking. Get my foot down and stay on top. Stay on top. Stay on top.
The 1-1. Outside, 2-1 with the cutter.
That means that I want to make sure that I do not swing underneath the ball, and I want to swing on top of the baseball and think like I'm swinging down, because with his velo.
OPS by month this season for Goldschmidt. His highest was in May. We had 1.288 OPS.
Keep those shoulders nice and level.
81st pitch from Nola. 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
And this is what this is, late and underneath. Late and underneath. You got to get that foot down early and exaggerate, and then work that top hand and swing down on the ball.
So if you're Real Muto and Nola, are you throwing on the fastball because you've been late?
Yes, a little higher. Right down the middle, a little higher.
The 2-2.
And the pitch.
Goldschmidt just got a piece of that and fouled it away. Can't say it 2-2. Only threw him fastballs.
And the reason why he touched his ball, Hondo, because it was down. If this ball is up, he's cooked.
Arenado watching on deck.
Nolan Arenado on deck. He's 0 for 2. The 2-2 to Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout for Nola. His 4th of the night. 2 down the 6th. Actually, his 5th strikeout. And that'll bring up Arenado.
A lot of fastballs and finally the cutter, but he's holding every single one, and he's underwater. He's underneath the ball, working uphill like a golf swimmer. Late.
Goldschmidt is late on everything.
Get there.
That was a great cutter by Nola.
So here's Arenado's hit the ball hard twice.
Cardinals just can't make contact. That's how bad it is.
A long drive to right, a blistering line drive to ball in the third.
Swing and a miss on 1. Arenado hit a line drive right to Bohm, and he was robbed of a hit. That was a phenomenal play by Bohm. I think that was in the 3rd.
And Nola's not messing around. It looks more like Nola Ryan.
Hit probabilities this season, 4th inning fly on game 1 was an 84% hit probability. His 1st inning fly out tonight was a 31%, and his line out to Bohm was a 63% hit probability.
Long drive yesterday and the 2 at-bats tonight.
85th pitch from Nola. The 0-1. Ground ball foul. 0-2.
So that would mean that the batted gods are not looking kindly at Arenado. Batted is batting average on balls in play. If you have a great season, you're going to have some luck in it. If you're struggling, luck's not going to play in your favor.
And Arenado's thinking right now, forget hit the ball hard. Give me a blooper. Just let me get some green grass.
Albert Pujols is running at first, so probably needs to be a home run to score Pujols. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2.
Montgomery ready to come out, hits the 7th. He's been pacing up and down during this inning.
The 1-2 pitch.
1-2.
Foul.
Out of a protected swing.
Okay, I'll stay at 1-2.
By.
2 on, no out for the Mets. Ooh. Mark Canha up. Canha's a home run. They probably should take out Diaz, definitely. Because if they win, they still have to win tomorrow. I don't know why they're working Diaz as much, especially if he's coming out next inning. Most likely need him for tomorrow.
Pujols leads off first.
Pujols leads at first. 1-2 pitch to Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nola gets out of the jam with his 6th strikeout of the night. And it's 2-0 Cardinals after 6. 6 shutout, 3-hit gem from Aaron Nola. And 2-0 Phillies going to the top of the 7th. Struck Goldschmidt out the cutter and struck Goldschmidt out with the cutter. And I'll be right back. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Phillies. Segura, Stott, and Schwarber are against Jordan Montgomery.
And the ESPN app. Our coverage begins with Monday Night Countdown at 6.
Actually, it's going to be Marsh because Bohm got picked off first.
Joe Buck is not preparing for that football game. He's watching this game right now. Marsh will lead off against Jordan Montgomery.
First pitch to Marsh is a curveball outside. Why not?
1-0. Marsh struck out looking, then laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt in the 5th.
Marsh is 0 for 1.
That led to the Phillies getting their 2nd run. It's 2-0 here in the 7th. Phillies win, and they move on to the division series against the Braves.
High fly ball to right, going back with room, and it's going to fall in front of Nootbaar and Yepez and bounce over the wall for another ground rule double.
Right between Yepez and Nootbaar for a double.
Yepez, with below average speed, couldn't get there.
And Michael, you know what I'm going to say here. I love the bunt for the Phillies here.
Second ground rule double of the night for the Phils. And I'll bring up Segura.
I just got a text from Joe Buck. He said he's already done his work. So he's locked and loaded for Monday. Watching a good game here. 2-0 Phillies, top of the 7th.
First pitch to Segura.
Marsh leads off second.
Is a bunt, gets it down. A beautiful bunt, Arenado. What a play by Arenado and Goldschmidt to at least get it out as Marsh goes to third. That's a great play.
And a great bunt there from Segura.
Actually, Donovan took the throw of the second baseman. And that was a good stretch by him because Goldschmidt was charging.
Good baseball all the way around.
What a bare hand and what a stretch by Donovan after
And
recovering.
now you force the Cardinals to bring the infield in. Good October baseball all the way around.
Obviously, the Cardinals have to bring the infield in.
Cardinals bring the infield in for Stott.
Against Montgomery.
March the runner on a third.
Montgomery faced in the 50
First pitch to Stott is a strike.
Stott has changed the way he's hit, Alex, and he got advice from Segura, who said, why don't you use your two-strike approach all the time? This was late in the season, and the first 10 at-bats after Segura told him that, 6 for 10.
I love that.
The 0-1. Foul back. 0-2.
And Michael, if you're looking,
Yeah, that is playoff baseball. Sack bunts you rarely ever see in the regular season. I agree.
As an infielder, his secondary lead is telling you that Rob Thompson has the contact play on. So as an infielder, you want to make sure you're ready to go. You got to catch and throw. Very aggressive secondary lead telling you that he's going on contact.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down. Big strikeout for Montgomery. And his second strikeout of the night. And now to drive in that run, the Phillies rely upon Kyle Schwarber on a lefty-lefty matchup.
Electrified Hankook Tire.
All right, 2 outs, runner on third, infield backs up, and here's Schwarber. He's 0 for 2 with a sac fly.
Schwarber had a sac fly, driving the Phillies' second run of the ball game. And he rips this one, a broken bat that flies into the Cardinals' dugout. And it's a foul ball and 1.
Left back gives up a chance.
93-mile-an-hour sinker making a left turn into Schwarber's hands. That's dangerous.
Like a long dog.
Yeah, no one's really talking about Schwarber led the NL in home runs in the regular season. Everyone's talking about Freeman, Goldschmidt. No one really talked about Schwarber. He's definitely not an MVP candidate because he's just a power hitter, really. His batting average is super low, but his power numbers are really high. Yeah, but no one really talks about his 46 bombs. That's foul back going 2. This season with runners in scoring position, Schwarber's batting .234 with 8 home runs. Mets have the. .35th pitch from Montgomery, 0-2 to Schwarber. That was a strike, but not called. 1-2.
Marsh led off with a double. Moved to third on a sac bunt. Then Stott struck out and a 1-2 count on Schwarber. We're in the 7th. 2-0 Phillies.
1-2 pitch to Schwarber. In the dirt, 2-2.
Told you earlier, in games where a team could be put away, Schwarber coming into the run 9 for 19, 3 homers and 5 ribbies. So he's come up big in games where you can clinch.
The 2-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third.
Schwarber. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. Montgomery's third strikeout. And he leaves Brandon Marsh at third. Seventh inning stretch in St. Louis. Donovan Yepes Dickerson coming up for the bottom of the 7th.
Streaming now.
2-0 Phillies.
Disney Plus.
2 6.5.
Bottom of the 7th inning. You see it 2-4-1 for the Phillies.
Dicey situation in Queens for the Padres. Bases loaded. No outs in McNeil. So Aaron Nola stays in for 7th inning of work, and the first pitch is outside of Donovan. Isn't Wainwright their leader? Isn't Wainwright their leader? He's not going to pitch at all this series. I was surprised with that. I thought Wainwright was going to pitch game 1, but they pitched Quintana. Quintana was good, but I would have thought they'd pitch Wainwright. I assume if the Cardinals do force a game 3, they would pitch Waino, but once they announced their start already. So it's 2-0 to Donovan, and he hits a high fly ball to center, not deep. Marsh makes the catch. 1 out. Now bring up Juan Yepes.
To win $50,000. Enter MLB Base Chase in the MLB Play app or MLB.com/play. Restrictions apply. See official rules for details. That Met Padre game is in the 7th, and that game is on ESPN. We thank you for watching ESPN 2, bottom of the 7th inning, right here, 2-0 Phillies.
First pitch to Yepes, 92nd of the night for Nola. That's foul back.
To force a game 3, they lost last night behind Max Scherzer. Today, Jacob DeGrom got the start. The Cardinals need to win this game to stay alive. It's win or go home for them.
Yepes had a 2-run homer in game 1. Tonight he has a single. He's 1 for 2. No 1 to him. High 1-1.
I'll show off and brought Edwin Diaz in the 7th inning in that game.
Wow. You're talking about aces going all in.
Mm-hmm. 1-1.
The 1-1 pitch.
Yepes is 1 for 2.
Yepes takes low, 2-1.
2-1.
And if you're the Cards, you have 2 goals this inning. 1 is to score a run, or 2, obviously. But the second is get Nola over 100, 105 pitches, and maybe get 6 out from that bullpen.
2-1. Inside 3-1 the Yepes with the changeup.
3-1.
McNeil 2-run double. Nice. Let's go Mets. Beat those damn Padres.
They don't have that pitcher with closure that most teams have. Rob Thompson has to piece it together. So he'd love to get this inning out of Nola.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Is that the 1-2 punch is a competitive advantage. And anytime you can get Wheeler or Nola,
3-1 pitch to Yepes. Grounded foul. That was a perfect pitch from Nola. The 3-2 popped up, foul. On deck is Corey Dickerson.
A little bit for the first time, 3 or 4 pitches this inning he's missed and missed badly. Arm side.
The 3-2. Ground ball to third. Bohm's had a really nice night defensively. 2 out.
Want to track player stats? Just ask Siri who leads the MLB postseason in OPS.
And that'll bring up Corey Dickerson.
So 2 down, and that'll bring up Dickerson.
Dickerson's 0 for 2 tonight.
Dickerson is 0 for 2. Bottom of the 7th.
That's a strike. And with 97 pitches, Canoa pitched the 8th.
I am told that the Nola family.
I think Nola's gone really deep. I thought I saw him throw like 120 pitches, either this year or last year. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Phillies bring him out for the 8th. If his pitches stay under like 105, Dickerson gets retired quickly here. I think he could definitely come out for the 8th. It's 0-2 to Dickerson.
Nola and his first postseason start coming up big.
First ever postseason start for Nola, and he's doing 6 2/3 shutouts. If he gets one more out, 7 shutout innings, only allowing 3 hits.
And the
0-2. Line drive in the center field. It's going to fall in front of Marsh. Base hit. 2-out single for Corey Dickerson. And now that'll bring up Yadier Molina. And now Molina needs to drive in Dickerson. He needs to. Cardinals just need a big hit here. That's going to be it for Nola. Jose Alvarado. So Nola is going to be out after 101 pitches in the 7th against, not going to face Yadier Molina. A phenomenal postseason debut for Nola. 6 2/3 shutout innings. Jose Alvarado coming in to try and keep it a shutout. So he's not going to be coming out for the 8th. Hard throwing right-hander, Alvarado. So I'm a bit surprised that I took on Nola. It's not like Molina is that much, like, this season only is not that big of a threat with the bat. I would have kept Nolan.
Masterclass by Nola. Here's the strikeouts. Changeup.
Nola had 6 strikeouts tonight. Got strike with the curveball, the fastball, the cutter. It was just phenomenal.
And the fastball. Absolute magnificent night for the first time playoffs.
So Nola 6 2/3 shutout, only giving up 4 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts on 101 pitches. He's responsible for Corey Dickerson to run at first, and Jose Alvarado looks to keep Corey Dickerson at first. And he'll face Yadier Molina.
Well above the major league average for strikeout rate, and a little bit above the average for walk rate.
An above average walk rate, and also, but also a well above average strikeout rate for Alvarado. Yadier Molina looking for another big hit in his career. Molina's 0 for 2 on the night. Dickerson at first pitch. That's a 101 mile per hour fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. God, the Padres are Jesus. Padres bullpen collapsing. 7-2 Mets. Wow. First pitch, 0-1 pitch. Outside with another 101 mile per hour fastball. 1-1. Actually, that's a cutter. 101 mile per hour cutter. Jesus.
102 on the fastball, 96 on the cutter.
The 1-1, the Yachty. Swing and a miss on that 101 mile per hour cutter again. 1-2.
The home run yesterday was on a 95 mile an hour cutter. Today, 3 fastballs in a row. When you make adjustments as a young pitcher, they're saying if you're going to get beat, go with your best. So far, it's been 101 plus.
One, two. In the dirt. 2-2. Actually, that was the cutter. 96 cutter. Those 101 mile per hour pitches are sinkers. On deck is Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1 and he walked his first time up. Or his last time up, actually. The 2-2 pitch.
2-2.
High pop up. Hoskins towards the Cardinals dugout. Makes the catch and the Phillies get out of it. Alvarado does his job out of the pen. And the Cardinals are shut out after 7. 2-0 Phillies going to the 8th. And I'll be right back.
It's 7-2 Mets bottom 7. Michael, it's on ESPN right.
Well, it's getting exciting, that's for sure. So the Mets force a game 3. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be on the ESPN family of stations. Stay tuned. Watch SportsCenter. We'll tell you exactly where it's going to be. Same thing right here. If the Cardinals come back,
Looking like it is going to be a red October in Philly. We're going to have postseason baseball at Citizens Bank Park for the first time since 2010? Looking like it with the Cardinals' anemic offense.
The Guardians are playing the Yankees, and Seattle is going to play Houston. Those are the division series. In the National League, we wait. Dodgers are waiting, and the Braves are waiting.
New pitcher for the Cardinals is Giovanni Gallegos. 3.05 ERA in the regular season. He's had a nice season.
That's an average pitcher when it comes to walk rate. Jordan Montgomery did a pretty good job.
Montgomery had a nice night at the pen.
Here it's 2-0.
These Hoskins leads off.
Hoskins, Real Muto, and Harper.
JT Realmuto on deck. These Hoskins. First pitch from Gallegos is low. 1-0.
In the bottom of the 8th inning, it's going to be 9-1-2 in the St. Louis order.
Hoskins 0 for 3 on the night. In game 1, he was 0 for 5, so that makes him 0 for 8 on the series so far.
His final bat. Cardinals are trying to avoid that.
The 1-0. That's a strike. Perfect pitch.
Hoskins 0 for 3 tonight.
The 1-1. Outside 2-1.
2-1. As a DH, Pujols faces alone with his thoughts.
Albert Pujols may have his last at bat next inning. He's up 3rd in the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 to Hoskins is foul back.
2-2. Harper, a couple of batters away. Jam-packed Busch Stadium. Quiet right now.
2-2.
2-2.
Hoskins hits a high drive to left. It is foul.
It's a foul ball. And a souvenir. Some brave Philly fans down there.
Oh, yeah.
Another 2-2. Hoskins grounds this one sharply to Edman. Throws to Goldschmidt. 1 out.
And here's Realmuto.
And I'll bring up JT Realmuto, Phillies catcher.
You could feel the tension building in this ballpark. Down to 6 outs, 2 innings, they're down 2-0. Must-win game. Fans know it, the Cardinals know it.
First pitch to JT. High pop-up. Donovan Goldschmidt. Edman calls everyone off. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, let's end with today's moment to remember. Brought to you by the Wells Fargo Active Credit Card. That was in the 2nd inning. Harper goes yard. 445-foot home run. Put the Phillies up 1-0 and unplugged the crowd in the 2nd inning.
And now here it is, Bryce Harper.
2 for 3 tonight.
Harper with 2 for 3 tonight with that home run, and he also had a double. Should not a single, sorry.
In the 8th inning, you have 1 goal. Keep him in the ballpark. Keep this game 2-0. Castellanos on deck, right on right. Be smart.
Castellanos on deck. You don't necessarily have to pitch to Harper here.
Now, conversely, Alex,
That's foul.
Harper had one thing on his mind to hit the ball out now.
He's definitely taking damage, and he's not
7-2 Mets after 7.
He's thinking what Kevin Long teaches: get a good pitch to hit.
I'm going to check who did this with the Padres. Hold on. Who the hell started this mess?
0-1 on Harper. Gallegos deals.
Ground ball to first, Goldschmidt. Flips to Gallegos, a 1-2-3-8. 4 Gallegos. And due up for the Cardinals, it'll be 9-1-2 Edman, Nootbaar, and Albert Pujols, and possibly his last at-bat of his career. Cardinals only 2 runs to stay alive. In the bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Phillies.
descriptions of this game may not be.
Cards have 6 outs to work with. They need to score at least 2 to stay alive.
What players say on the field? Want to see celebrities try to hit a fastball?
And the first batter that they need to do something is Lars Nootbaar. I mean, Tommy Edman, actually. Lars Nootbaar on deck. Alvarado stays in. First, second inning of work. Tommy Edman leads off and takes a swing and a miss on a high fastball, 101. Albert Pujols in the hole.
Much better right-handed hitter.
Oh, 1. That's high. And this time Edman laid off. 1-1.
Edman just wants to get on base for the top of the order. He's the number 9 hitter for St. Louis.
The 1-1. Inside, got away from Mamuto, 2-1.
Looking for Blue in a blast. Warner in a blast.
Edman walked against Nola in the 3rd, grounded to 3rd in the 5th. Alvarado on in relief of Nola.
The 2-1 pitch. Line the other way to right. Castellanos. That is a foul ball. Man. That would have been at least a double if that was fair. Maybe a triple. Once again, the Cardinals can't catch a break. That was well foul, but
Edman comes all the way back. And about to step back in the box again. 2-2.
so it's 2-2 to Edman.
Hoskins right off the line at first. The rest of the defense fairly straight away.
The 2-2, 10th pitch from Alvarado out of the pen.
2-2.
Line drive to 3rd on the ground. Bohm throws to Hoskins. Nice stretch, and they got him. 1 down. And I'll bring up Nootbaar.
The season continues with the division series, and that starts Tuesday. Fox and FS1 will have coverage of the National League with the Dodgers and the Braves waiting for those wild card winners. And TBS will have the American League. It's going to be the Astros and the Mariners, and the Yankees and the Guardians. That's set. National League Division Series not set. Here's Nootbaar. It'll be lefty-lefty.
Mr. Nootbaar. Inside, 1-0.
Postseason baseball is so exhilarating. Every single pitch is important. Every inning just oozes
The 1-0.
tension.
That's inside, 2-0.
Where you're trailing 2-0, and if you lose and go home, it's exponentially more.
Can I go a little old school baseball here?
Yeah.
Not popular today, but 2-0. The big man Pujols on deck. Take a strike right here.
Let's see.
Force him to throw strikes. Don't help him out.
2-0. Inside, strike 1. Whoa. That's in almost the same spot as the first 2 pitches, but it's called strike. Maybe even more inside than the first pitch that Nootbaar saw. 2-1 pitch to him. That's high, 3-1.
And maybe force him to throw another. The pressure's on him to throw strikes. You don't have to go out and get a base hit.
Nootbaar looking to get on as the tying run for Albert Pujols. 3-1. Fastball down the middle, taken for a strike, 3-2.
Every pitch, triple digits.
Fly ball to right, foul. Left, actually.
Chase ball four.
Diaz taking out the game, 2 outs in the 8th. Okay, good. They're not going to use Diaz for a 9-out save. And they still have a game to go.
Left on left, 101.
Ottavino.
Crowd with the new chant.
3-2 pitch.
3-2.
Newbar takes ball 4. And Pujols will come up as the tying run. And possibly his final game, maybe a game-tying home run. That'll be something if Albert can do it. Here comes Albert, and Rob Thompson coming out. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Phillies. It's going to be Sir Anthony Dominguez. Being put in the righty.
Dominguez. So he is going to face Pujols. Alvarado's night is over. He leaves a runner at first with 1 out. I'm going to take a quick break, but you have to come back. Pujols with a chance to tie. Maybe his last at bat.
I'll be right back for one. Pujols comes up.
The same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood.
Third home run of his career. 361 feet, 2-run home run off Mitch Keller in the 6th inning. That broke the tie with Babe Ruth for second place in career ribbies, 22-16, and Hank Aaron holds the record with 22-97.
Here comes Albert to the batter's box, maybe one last time.
In the long history of Major League Baseball with over 700 home runs. If the Cardinals do not rally and win this game, this might be the final at bat of his big league career.
Sir Anthony Dominguez, the new pitcher for the Phillies. First pitch to Albert. Low. 1-0. Three ERA exact for Dominguez in 51 innings. He strikes people out, but he does have an above-average walk rate. The 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1.
Triceps tightness knocked him out for 3 weeks from late August to early September, and his walk rate has jumped since he's come back.
A Dominican facing a Dominican icon.
The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1.
With 13,041 career plate appearances in the regular season, 360 more in the postseason. Quite a career. 3-time MVP.
All-time ranks for Pujols, 703 home runs. That's 4th ever. 22-18 RBI, second in doubles. Looking for 705th home run. That's a ground ball past the dive of Bohm and a fair ball. It hooks off the wall, and holding at second is Nootbaar, and Albert's got a hit. Another one. He's 2 for 4. And they're gonna send out a pinch runner for Albert, and that probably is maybe his last at bat. Gets a standing ovation from the Cardinal faithful as he goes into the dugout for a pinch runner. And if that's it, Poole's career ended with a laser single past the dive of Bohm down the left field line. Paul Goldschmidt coming up for the Cardinals with 2 on, 1 out. 8th inning, 2-0 Phillies. And a swing and a miss. 0-1.
Smoked 98 miles an hour. The Phillies catch a break there. That ball could have been a double, but got a nice break. Smoked it.
Ben DeLuzio, pinch running.
Ben DeLuzio, the pinch runner. Another swing and a miss for Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt 0 for 3. 0 for 6 on the series.
First and second, 1 man out. 2-0 Phillies, bottom of the 8th inning. And
0-2.
pitch.
Inside, just caught the K zone, but called a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 to Goldschmidt.
1-2.
Gets away from Yamuto. Everybody will stay where they are at first and second. 2-2 the count on Goldschmidt. The 2-2 pitch.
And the pitch.
Foul.
Runners in scoring position this year. Goldschmidt hit .313. 67 ribbies out of his 115.
Michael, that was his best swing of the night. A little bit tighter, a little bit more compact. Maybe he found something.
The 2-2. Foul back again.
Still 2-2.
100 miles per hour that pitch was.
Nootbaar. He's at second. DeLuzio at first.
DeLuzio, the pinch runner at first. Nootbaar, the runner at second. DeLuzio is the tying run. Goldschmidt's the go-ahead run. Goldschmidt takes a slider outside, 3-2.
He has the 7th best sprint speed in baseball.
And there's going to be a mound visit. Ramuta's going to go on and talk to Dominguez, and so is Segura and Stott.
Let's break it down, Alex. What do they throw?
They're going to have to go with, well, he throws 2 pitches, fastball, slider.
Let me fix this real quick.
What Goldschmidt should be thinking about is, I'm 1 pitch away from advancing. I'm struggling mightily. Still make it look middle. But do not chase. Pass the baton.
So Dominguez back ready on the mound.
Eflin, who closed yesterday's game.
Zach Eflin warming up in the Phillies bullpen.
But after Goldschmidt, Dominguez still has to face another batter. That's Arenado on deck.
Dominguez has to face the batter on deck in Arenado. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That ball 4 in the dirt. 2 down. Big strikeout for Dominguez. And now bring up
I
Arenado.
think Real Muto thought that was a third out. That was headed to the dugout.
And Michael, we talked about it. This wasn't even close. This is just
That was a horrible pitch to swing at. Almost in the dirt. It was in the dirt. Wow. Just a fastball in the dirt, and Goldschmidt swung at it. Jesus. Arenado comes up.
Arenado. He's 0 for 3, struck out his last time up.
Arenado struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 3 on the night. In the dirt, taken. 1-0.
His teammate Goldschmidt could win the award. Manny Machado of the Padres certainly could win the award. There's a big spot right now for Arenado.
Arenado needs to get a hit here. Needs to.
0 for 5 tonight with runner in scoring position.
The 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. 1-1 with the slider.
1-1. Seemingly everyone in this ballpark standing.
One. High fly ball foul.
Most of the Cardinal fans almost seem as if they're holding their breath. Not that much noise at this point. But it will build up as we get closer to the 1-2.
1-2 pitch. Arenado strikes out swinging. Dominguez shuts the Cardinals out for an 8th inning. Sir Anthony Dominguez, what a job out of the pen. 2-0 Phillies going to the 9th. Castellanos, Bo Marsh coming up in the top half of the 9th for the Phillies. 2-0.
The two guys that are running for MVP with the season on the line. First, the sinker way out of the zone, and then the slider.
That was a great slider by Dominguez to get Arenado. That sinker, I don't know what Goldschmidt was singing at.
Because as Alex said, those are two MVP candidates that have had awesome years. And Sir Anthony Dominguez struck them out. We go to the 9th inning. Some game. This is the same
New pitcher on for the Cardinals is Jordan Hicks.
But it was the Cardinals who were leading. Now the Phillies are leading, and they have 3 outs to get before they move to the division series. Jordan Hicks will come on.
Phillies 3 outs away from a date with the Braves. Regular season, Hicks had a 4.84 ERA. First pitch is outside to Castellanos. 1-0.
So 1-0 on Castellanos, who was 0 for 3. 2 got him off the third, 1 to short.
1-0 pitch. Castellanos fouled that off his knee.
Well, Alex, if
1-1.
Albert Pujols lasted that, he ended it with a signature missile.
98 miles an hour and a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And a nice standing ovation from the Cardinal faithful.
Now, who will close for the Phillies? It looks like it's going to be Eflin.
1-1 to Castellanos.
Yesterday. He didn't get
Swing
a
and a miss on the slider.
but he
1
did
and 2.
6 batters, 3 of them reached, 1 run, 22 pitches. Right now, no one is throwing.
And Michael, for a single ball pitcher like Eflin, it actually works.
1-2.
Enough fatigueness is good. The reason why-
Castellanos strikes out, swinging 1 down for a strikeout for Jordan Hicks.
Castellanos strikes out, 1 away.
And I'll bring up Bohm.
Here's Alec Bohm.
There's no MVP in this round, but if there was, Bohm will be right there as one of the candidates. Unbelievable defensively. If you said to the Phillies fans,
First pitch to
early in the
Bohm,
year
outside.
that Bohm would help with his defense advance to the next round, you'll win a lot of money on that. Outstanding defense and good hitting.
Scored the second run after he led off the 5th with a double to left center.
1-0. Way high, 2-0.
Take a look.
Jordan Hicks was a starter earlier on in the year. Coming up in the Phillies bullpen is Zach Eflin. Like he's going to have the bottom of the 9th.
Bohm 1 for 2 and was intentionally walked.
The 2-0. 3-0.
3-0 on the Philly third baseman. With a green light on 3-0.
3-0 pitch. Bohm takes strike 1.
Now, this is a loose Philly bunch. Alex and I poked our head into the indoor batting cage. And Kevin Long, their hitting coach, it's like Mardi Gras there. They're all laughing and joking and screaming, and they're doing their work, but he's got them feeling good about things.
Ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk to Bohm, and the Phillies have a 1-out base run in the 9th.
That's Kevin's style, right?
It is. I mean, you can't tell the difference whether spring training, all-star break, or October baseball. And to be a good hitting coach, you're 1/3 you're a good friend, 1/3 you're a good technician, and 1/3 you're a psychologist.
Now bring Brandon Marsh.
Every single day.
Man owns a couple of World Series rings as a hitting coach as well. So Bohm is going to lead the game.
So Bohm's out. Pinch runner Edmundo Sosa.
Who scored one of the 6 runs in the 9th inning yesterday.
Former Cardinal Edmundo Sosa. Here's Brandon Marsh with 1 on, 1 out in the 9th.
Let's see if they have him go. Marsh at the plate.
First pitch to Marsh. Low, 1-0.
Marsh 1 for 2. Struck out looking in the 2nd, sack bunt in the 5th, and then a double right center. That was in the 7th. It's 2-0 Phillies. Top of the 9th inning.
Throw over the 1st. Sosa gets back safely. One-zero pitch. Low again. 2-0.
Michael, when you look at the Phillies, extended outings by the starters and handing the ball over to your most trusted back of the bullpen guys shows that it is the recipe for success. Very hard to win consistent in October with a 5 and down.
12th pitch from Hicks coming up, and a 2-0 to Brandon Marsh. Runner at first is Sosa. That's in there for a strike.
Now, Sosa leads off first. He's familiar with this ballpark. He started the year with the Cardinals. On July 30th, he was traded to Philadelphia for JoJo Romero.
And knowing Rob Thompson, I would not be surprised if you get a little green light here. Try to get to second base and tack on one more.
Two-one. Ground ball right back to Hicks. He goes to second for one on the first. Double play. Nice play by Hicks and out on the inning. Cardinals have 3 outs to keep their season alive, and they have to rely on Brendan Donovan, Juan Yepes, and Corey Dickerson 5, 6, 7. Phillies 3 outs away from a date with the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS. I'll be right back to the bottom of the ninth. So here we go. Cardinals looking to keep their season alive. They have 3 more outs to do so. Albert Pujols may have just had his last ever at-bat. Yadier Molina has a chance, if one runner gets on, to have his final at-bat. And Adam Wainwright will probably be done if the Cardinals don't force a Game 3. Brendan Donovan will lead off the bottom of the ninth, and he'll face Zach Eflin. Eflin came in yesterday and gave up a run in the ninth. Eflin looking to send the Phillies to the NLDS with a day with the reigning World Series champion Braves.
Exactly right, Michael. And it'll be an enormous advantage for the Cardinals. Lefties, like you said, and at home, almost unbeatable. So you're talking about pressure. The pressure's on the Phillies.
Eflin, the regular season, had a 4.04 ERA in 75 and 2/3 innings. He was mostly a starter. First pitch to Donovan is a slider outside. Want to know? Donovan 0 for 3 on the night.
So Sosa takes over at third.
Sosa, the new third baseman, replaces Bohm. That cutter is in there for a strike, 1-1.
1-1. Donovan, Yepes, and Dickerson.
Juan Yepes on deck.
2-0 Phillies trying to close it out.
Donovan 0 for 6 on the series. Line drive caught by Segura. 1 out. 2 Phillies are 2 outs away.
How was it so hard it brought Segura to his knees?
I was hit 103 miles per hour. But right to Segura. Now Juan Yepes comes up.
Here's Yepes.
First pitch. Outside, 1-0 with the slider.
Rob Thompson, Phillies manager, said Sosa might be the best defender on the team.
One out. That's a strike. 1-1.
Yep has 1 for 3 in the game. A single left and 2 ground balls to third.
Yepes had a single. He's 1 for 3. And he takes a curveball low. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul. 2-2 to Yepes.
Phillies got 6 runs in the ninth. Cardinals only need half to win. And Dickerson's a good matchup here.
Yadier Molina in the hole. If Yepes or Dickerson get on, he should have a chance to bat. Dickerson on deck, 2-2. Yepes high fly ball to right. Castellanos right there. 2 outs. And Corey Dickerson is the Cardinals' last hope. And the Phillies are 1 out away from going to the NLDS. Cardinals 1 out away from their season being over.
Coming into this series, the wild card team playing the National League Central Division champion team. The Cardinals 93 wins. The Phillies 87 wins and struggled a bit to get one of the 3 wild card spots. And now right there and about to advance 1 out away. There's Dickerson.
Dickerson, first pitch to him. He's a strike. 0-1 with the fastball. Just caught the outside corner. The 0-1. Low, 1-1 with the curveball.
We'll talk about Pujols and Molina. Could be Wainwright's final game as well. Arenado could opt out of his contract. It could be his final game here in St. Louis. So much at stake with 1 out remaining here in the bottom of the ninth.
The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. 2-1.
If you're Yadi Molina, you're on deck. You're just praying. Just give me 1 more chance. I do not want to end a 20-year career on deck.
Dickerson has to get on.
2-1 pitch. Fly ball, foul.
Strike away for the Phillies.
Phillies are a strike away. Dickerson's job is to get on.
Dickerson's 1 for 3 in this game. All this probably hard for the Cardinals to grasp. Up 2-0 going into the 9th inning in game 1. And now 1 out away.
This will be Eflin's 13th pitch of the night. And it'll be a 2-2 pitch to Corey Dickerson, who's 1 for 3. Nobody on bottom of the 9th. 2-0 Phillies. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Base hit. And Molina will have at least 1 last at bat. 2-out single for Dickerson. And if you really thought Molina's career was going to end with him on deck, you were dumb. Molina's going to come up with a chance to tie the game as he represents the tying run. You knew this was going to happen.
Yadier Molina, 40 years old.
The 40-year-old catcher, long time from the Cardinals.
This is his last season.
This could be his last ever at-bat.
He's the tying run at the plate.
Molina 0 for 3 on the night.
0 for 3 tonight.
2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 2-0 Phils. And a foul ball, 0-1.
Known for his defense, 9 gold gloves, 4 platinum gloves, but a very good clutch hitter throughout his career.
Chance of Yachty coming down from Busch Stadium. 0-1 pitch to Molina.
And the 0-1.
Strike 2. 0-2. Phillies 1 strike away once again. Sixteenth pitch in for Eflin. 0-2 pitch to Molina. 1 on, 2 out, bottom of the ninth. 2-0 Phillies outside. With the cutter 1-2.
Molina ended yesterday's game with a strikeout. And he was up then as the time.
Molina was the last out of yesterday's game. He struck out. And he was also the tying run there. Tonight, same thing. Tying run, 2 down. Molina, the Cardinals' last hope. 1-2 pitch. Line drive in the right center field. That's going to fall. Base hit. Molina will not end his career by striking out. Going to third is Dickerson. He'll get there. And the Cardinals will have the winning run coming up.
Michael, you just cannot say enough about Albert Pujols and Molina. There's a reason why they're champions. There's a reason why they're going to go into the Hall of Fame.
And now the winning run
A chip shot here.
is Tommy Edman.
And the Cards are set up.
Molina there'll be a pinch runner, so that's going to be it for Molina. Molina also gets a standing ovation just like Pujols.
In St. Louis, Missouri, an incredible baseball town. They love their Cardinals. Players love to play here, showering both Molina and Pujols with so much love and affection for their great careers and trying to keep alive this season. As Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach, comes out and talks with Eflin.
Mound visitor, the pitching coach for the Phillies, Caleb Coffin, comes out and talks to Eflin. So Molina just has to watch from the dugout now. The pinch runner will be Dylan Carlson, who has great speed at first.
Great way to end no matter what for Pujols and like a proud brother.
Runners on the corners.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Tommy Edman. Cardinals down by 2. Carlson, the pinch runner at first for Molina. The runner at third is Corey Dickerson. Edman 0 for 2 on the night. He did walk his first time up. And that's low, 1-0. On the regular season, Edman batting .264. The 1-0 popped up. Does anyone have a play? No, it's going into the seats behind the Cardinal dugout, Philly dugout.
In 2 cities in this country, St. Louis, Philadelphia, the fan base watching, edge of the seat, rocking back and forth. Both cities for different reasons. Phillies want to close it out. The Cardinals want to stay alive.
The 1-1 pitch to Edman. Cardinals looking to keep their season alive. Ground ball, foul down the first base line. Cardinals down to their final strike once again.
Dickerson was down to his final strike. Single. Molina down to his final strike. Single. And now Edman is down to
Cardinals with runners in scoring position are 0 for 6 tonight with 7 men left on base.
You can maybe take second because the base hit that ties it.
1-2 pitch to Edman.
1-2.
In the dirt, 2-2 with the curveball.
Wouldn't that be risky though?
It would. It would.
Season on second base.
100%. And the only way you go is if he's over 1-5, which he's not. So when in doubt, play it safe. And a nice stop there by Realmuto.
2 balls. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on.
2 on, 2 out. 2-2 pitch, bottom of the ninth. Phillies up by 2. 22nd pitch coming up from Eflin. Here it is. It's a pop-up. Does Sosa have a play? Yes, he does. The Philadelphia Phillies are going to the NLDS for a date with the Atlanta Braves as they sweep the Cardinals 2-0 in the National League Wild Card Series. And that's how Yadier Molina, Albert Pujols, and Adam Wainwright's careers end.
Walker with a big home run. A set fly. Brings in the second run by Kyle Schwarber. And the Phillies celebrate, and the Cardinals season.
The Phillies divisional matchup, another one in the NLDS. There's now 2. If the Mets win that, if the Padres beat the Mets tomorrow night, and the Padres did force a game 3, there'll be Padres-Dodgers, yes.
And down to their last step at Michael.
And the Philadelphia Phillies are moving on. And there'll be a red October in Philadelphia.
And you just cannot say how Pujols, Wainwright, and Molina represent this great city, this great baseball town, and what they call baseball heaven here in St. Louis.
Down 2-0 going into the 9th inning.
That's it. So, the Phillies beat the Cardinals and sweep them in the NL Wild Card Series to win this game by a final score of 2-0. Thanks to a Bryce Harper home run, Kyle Schwarber sac fly, and Aaron Nola going 6 1/3 shutout. That's it for me. I'm going to be live probably for at least one game of the DSs, and I'll see you guys then. Peace. Phillies move on.